Okay, looks like it did. Yeah, that was crazy. Alright. Gonna see if it sticks around this time. Yeah, we all good. No message delay. All that. Alright, let's get right back into it. I'm actually gonna, I don't know if the music is gonna help or hinder, but we might just keep it on and turn off the music in game. That shit was nuts, man. So yeah, recap. Oh, I gotta fucking send and close their little crash report. Yeah, that shit was nuts. We had a nice fair 5v5 going on, and then we had a game go into overtime. Managed to get a goal from our net. Lost that overtime though. But we're getting some really good games here. This is going to be killer when it comes out. Killer. I'm gonna have a ton of fun running through and playing a bunch of soccer. Bunch of football. Alright, let's get back in there. Alright, do it. We'll do a couple games with the music in the background, and then we'll come back to this. Just get the sword properly. Game the music volume, and music volume, and then everything else is good. I'll turn this down just a little bit, and then we'll go back to spot, and we'll pop that out. Pop, pop. Pop, pop. Spot. Just crank that. Let me see the levels here so we know we good. There you go. That's lit. I'll crank it in here. Alright. Back to the fives. Back to the fives. I don't think anyone's touching fives. If it closes, yeah. We'll just go to threes. We'll just keep it at 3. After this, maybe we'll do some, I'm having a lot of fun with League in the ball mode. That's been pretty good. Sea of Thieves. I could do a nice Sea of Thieves run tonight. Alright, let's go. Force it! is to my left here. I'm staying next to him. You got it. Oops. Bitch. Nice catch. Playing like assholes.
To me!
Oh, could have heist that. I could have made that work. Goldie's got it.
I'm on it.
Nice. Oh my gosh. Get him. Oh. We're always like a minute away. Good. Nice. Ooh. Oh my gosh. See that little peep, man? That little peep? You need that knife to tell you when things are about to come up. Oh my god, he's kicking like a madman though. We're good. Recovery. Just trying to kick it to me.
Stay sharp.
Yeah, we ain't in no trouble. Tried to keep it away from that guy, but he just giving that bullshit. Deeper. I need to kick softer, man. That was awful. Please good. Woo! Come on. Stonewall. Mamu. Fearless. Oh my god, I was too far off. I was way too far off. I should have been much closer. He had me lined up. Another one. Hop right again. All right, buddy. Relax yourself. Who the fuck was that? Oh, there was a new Billy Woods, actually. I want to hear that. Oh shit, I just joined mid-game. What the blood? Hi.
Swear it. I got it.
Oh my gosh. Why could I not touch that?
Pass.
Nice.
Swear it.
My brother in Christ, dude. Let's fucking go. That's right. Please score. A Caillou and he ain't even bald. It's not even a bald Caillou.
Hey.
Alright, we're back in.
Yo, we got a boy. Yo, let's go. And he's gaming.
Bring it. Come. Try. I dare you try.
Oh, good try.
We got this.
Yo, can you hear me? Question mark only.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yo, let's go, baby. Let's get the spread. Oh, you're so good at goalie. Holy shit, I did not mean to do that.
You good, you good.
You are my insurance. Oh, that looks so good. I think we could have done that. Yeah, their team is strong, but according to
What the?
bro, good try. Bro, I'll let you come out of net if you want. I'm working it. I know that much.
I stood right at the spot where it was landing. He still managed to kick it.
Yeah, you were in perfect position. That was actually pretty weird. Okay, good luck, all you. Oh fuck yeah, that's a professional pass right there.
Oh shit.
Don't worry. Me and Ned is like a wall. Just the wall is up. Oh fuck, that's in. Working on those passes. My boy's dancing on him. I am so sorry, team.
No, we got this. It's the grass. They didn't cut it properly.
Bro, actually. Bro, watch the setup. Oh, fuck. Not my best setup. I wish I kicked that harder.
Fuck. There's no way to deafen.
Oh, yeah. You're just hot micing the whole time if it's on. Fuck it.
Is my shit loud?
No, you're chilling. This game forces everybody to hot mic, so it's just on all the time.
I can just do that that way. There we go.
If you pause, you can mute yourself. So
Oh, is that
the
it?
trigger.
Oh, shit, I just don't know how.
We're still in. Don't worry. We're still
Oh,
in.
yeah. Oh, I
Still
didn't
2
see you
minutes.
do that.
We're soccer.
You got such a good attitude. Fuck, I need a little bit of that in my life.
Dude, I'm so fucking stupid.
Oh, shit.
I mean,
Yeah,
yeah,
that guy's got a
I'm
bad
kind of
attitude.
retarded. You know, we can do it. Oh.
Oh.
Tonight's tonight, boys.
GG.
Tonight's tonight. I would have made love to you. I would have made love to you.
Whoa. That's some crazy business. You know, sometimes you don't win. Sometimes it's just the losers we meet along the way, because we know that we're all in it together. You know? That was a fun game, even if we lost. It doesn't matter. I want to see what's going on with... Oh, hold on. Who's this? I know it's Jid, but... Oh. Is this new Yachty or something? What's going on? Oh, it's a Jid, couple releases from Jid. Oh shit, it's hard. He wanted it, he got it, and he almost got it. So, you know, no arguing with that. This man is a killer. Okay. Let me guess. Cheeky kick. Jesus. It's insane, bro. When it comes to bending flows, try it. bitch. Act like I was born yesterday. Technically, this game was released yesterday. So technically, I was born in the game yesterday. But that just... I can do it. There we go. Oh, okay. Yo, these teleport balls, man, I'm telling you. So try and be freaky. Oh, he got freaky with it. Trust my boys. And I fucked it. And I fucked it.
My fault.
I shouldn't have hesitated to get on the... Shouldn't have hesitated to get on the ball. That dot is crazy. The sniper.
Nice.
The sniper. Every team has one. Look at this. It's like, huh. Sometimes you need to even it back up. Like, you didn't win. Oh, he thinks he's him. Nice. Get that shit out of his feet.
Sorry.
Damn it, I tried to get it behind me. Oh, I tried to get behind me again.
Mine.
Ooh, the sniper. Stamina's out. Just recharge here. Kick it back out. Go. If the keeper loses this ball, bro. Oh my god. Intercepted. Yes. We love those.
To me.
Oh my lord. I need him to up it. Just up it.
I'm on it.
Bitch.
I'm on it. Line. To me. Down the line. Line.
Switch sides.
Keep an eye on this boy. Keep an eye on that boy. He back. Okay, keeper's back. Keeper doing his thing. Big one. Keeper doing his big one. I should have beat up. Nice.
Square it.
I got it.
Just pass it, man. We would have had a goal of like at least one of those shots ago. Just give the goalie something to think about. That's all I'm asking. There you go.
Good job.
It only took the goalie panicking for him to get it. Glad we got there. That was wild. That was a big dope. Oh. Well, we got it off.
Every time we kick it, every time I visit, something's different. Every time I leave, you know you miss it. Don't be crying on my shoulder every time I'm coming over, talking about a popcorn and soda, Netflix and chill when you home alone with no Macaulay Culkin. Sex game had her going crazy. Now I got her ass calling all the time, and I wish I never met a Carl time. Driving down my street like it's the Autobahn, getting loud, setting off the car alarms. Here, put on my chain, baby, you need to chill. Give it some time, baby, let it rebuild. Quit running your nose through the Beverly Hills.
Yeah, there was a Billy Wood song I wanted to hear now. I don't know if it's already up yet, but we're gonna see. There was a YouTube video for it. Latest release. Oh, that's probably why there was a... let me see if I can find the name of it here. Born Alone was the track. Let's take a listen to this. I might play this album through. I'm going to for sure. I just want to. Actually, you know what? Yeah, let's just run through. All right. First one's Jump Scare. Hope y'all can multitask. Hold up. I'm doing a little finagling on the windies. On the windows.
Ragdoll playing dead, rabbit dog in the yard. Car won't start, it's bees in her head. Daddy long legs stride your home like Cecil Rose. Death poems folded in breast pocket, my bed clothes. It's a dark road, but ain't no accidents, no coincidences, it's all praxis. Some drove, some crawled, some ran, glancing backwards, some ran ravenous. Tender is the flesh, slender, imaginary friends. This winter, you'll eat to live. Summer, heat blew the grid. Rabbit dog in the yard, car won't start, rag dog playing dead.
De la mouche tsetse. Constat terminal, la drépanosomiase est caractéristique. Le sommeilleux n'est plus qu'un grabataire. Il tombe là où il se trouve, entraîné par un invincible sommeil vers une issue fatale à laquelle aucun...
Let's go. One strip of tarmac laid through the wilderness to where the natives work the pits, and you don't eat the fish. One strip of tarmac laid through the wilderness to where the planes and ships sit. It's a grip. Vaccinations with TB and whooping cough, looping dogs. Remote villages cool in the sun and Ouroboros. From the church pews, you can see the deep blue, the coast. Fresh green wood, burn blue. Those who can see clear in the smoke. The dead don't speak to the living, something not for us to know. The dead drift like empty boats. My people fled to the mountains, but it's nowhere the white man won't go. One strip of tarmac laid through the wilderness to where the natives work the pit, and you don't eat the shit. One strip of tarmac laid through the wilderness to where the planes and ships sit. It's a grip. It's a grip. One strip of... Language is violence. I hot-wired it. I got a hold of the master's tools and got dialed in. I'm downwind with the drop. I'm Deng Chao Ping, smoking oil in the box. I'm part history is a snare, struggling to grow ever more taught. On my deathbed, chucking about all that time I bought. Afrofuturist accurate legend on locks. But I bet if you toggle the rifles with all 4 doors locked, it would still be like voila.
How did you make a clean open?
Well played. What's it?
Dumb luck if they ask me how, but go ahead and cash me out. You already know I need mine now.
That's the
My
one.
father came home and slaughtered the
It's a Star 87.
house falling down. Everything boarded up in town. Everyone live in South Africa now. Talk about it's hard all around. Why when it's my turn to eat, there's always ashes in my mouth. Grown men excited to be in the streets,
I'm a
Negroes
keeper,
is
I can't.
clowns. Or maybe it really is hard all around. Weight of the world on your shoulders.
He's got it.
Couple pounds. Tend the grass, cool the trees. I keep the ground. Salt to the earth, bent back with a hoe his whole life. Sat up in the herds, gave it quite the fright. Rigor mortis on the cord, this mic like in memoriam sight. My sources, anti-pop consortium, coke flowing every line of recording, every line. Leave the comments on the racism pouring in. It's not working. This is how I win. Charged up so much, it darkened my skin. I'm the one, I'm the beginning and the end. I'm the glowing sky, burning air cinders in the wind. It should have been you, whispered by dead friends, and you know it's true. The hours late like dim. Knock, knock, guess who? Eyes red rim. Look around again like, did I off all that shit we did? Did I? Forgot about the kid. Had to do him greasy like cold spare ribs in the sallow globe and open fridge. Every verse sharp at night like a shiv. Pelican Bay when I'm alone in the crib. I ground niggas down like Coach Tibbs. Phone ring off the hook. They wanna know where the bodies is hid. Misshapen pigs. Wander the countryside.
Holy, this song just turned. That was the serious shit I think I've ever heard on the track. Damn it. Back over to him. Okay. Get off my jock, son.
Re-up on bad dreams, back up strings
it
and
sounds
50 cedi.
crazy.
Re-up on bad dreams, back up strings and 50 cedi. Number one fan like Misery and Misery love company. And with them titties, she never unaccompanied. And she not going home in a pumpkin.
You're making me
It's a
trip.
tight squeeze, Brody.
Please.
You want dumb it. Please believe. She got a lover and a husband. She got a summons for sex in public and laugh, telling the story. She laughed from her stomach. I love it, covered her mouth, dainty like she in a painted daydream. Those nails raking, full moon. She came to me already wet with sex. Next day I slept head on the desk, dead tired. It's past fail on the test, bite marks on the breast. I'm trying to guess if she taking me home or platonic hug and kiss to burn my cheek. All 8 stops on the ACE. I wanna lay together, pass weed, tangle legs, arms, feet, tangle sheets, rings and bangles, whispers strangle me, big trees. We spoon in the canopy. I'm in her green room, candidly making small talk with the man. Her girlfriend's in the band and she's not a fan of me. I get it. It's only so many days in a week, weeknights in a month. Everyone trying to get next to the plug. She out all night and don't leave before dusk.
You got Sorry, I got locked right into that song. This song's crazy. I need to play back actually.
Number one fan like Misery and Misery.
Damn it, did you see the
love
kick?
company, and with them,
What the
She never unaccompanied and she not going home in a pumpkin. If it's a tight squeeze, Brody,
We're gonna
you the
go back
one
and listen
dumb
to
and
this.
please believe. I re-up on bad dreams, bag up screens at 50, said I re-up on bad dreams, bag up screens at 50, said I re-up on bad dreams, bag up screens at 50, said I re-up on bad dreams, bag up screens at 50, said I re-up on bad dreams.
shit you see? My nigga, nightmares didn't come during dreams. Fiends as the zombies, open scene arm robberies, twin 15 carbon copies,
Bruiser.
autopsies. Street life adopted me, dying young was the prophecy. I was raised improperly in poverty, malnourished, food a commodity. Bare feet, missing teeth, raggedy clothes. You think they trying to trick or treat? Had to walk the streets when it was beef. To be frank, it was gore. Scared to fall asleep. They want you to rest in peace till the morgue. Gamblers, scammers, grandmas in pajamas. Niggas home from the slammer, trying to get a hold of the hammer. Funds is tight when the breadwinner get natural life. Or hit with the Rico for packaging wife. To strain, to maintain, can make you deranged.
Damn it, man.
Acting strange, cause meds do more than take away the pain. Insane. Panic attacks, you can't relax. From having first dibs to what's left of the
Yeah,
scraps.
Bruiser Wolf is a different breed, man.
It's a thriller if you can pay the rent.
If you do rap is one thing, right? Like rap is one thing. Okay, and I'm talking like great pop mainstream ideas and shit like that. But when you start talking about poetry, the poetry that was there, made for this kind of shit, the way that it has evolved so far is insane. And especially, okay, sorry, I'm cutting myself off. I see a track with LP Despot, okay, called Corinthians. What is this album?
Crying kids is wicked. Took what they could fit in a cousin whip in 2 trips, the rest just sit. Nobody wants to be the first, but it's just sit. Eventually people start picking, sifting through. Not proud, but eventually I was with them too. Pots and pans for the kitchen, few old clothes. My kids is little, they won't know the difference. Dolls with their heads missing, wild-eyed, rocking horse, mouths carved into a frown. Family photos scattered on the ground, but they not of that family, I put them down.
Okay, hold on. This is sick, but I want to go back to Misery, because Misery, I think it was starting 7?
Jumped over, what is it, the something? Conductor! Ran away with the spoon.
No, I don't. Yeah, it was Misery. Kenny Siegel, bro. Kenny Siegel.
Re-up on bad dreams, bag up strings and 50 said he. Re-up on bad dreams, bag up strings and 50 said he. #1 fan like Misery and Misery love company. And with them titties, she never unaccompanied. And she not going home in a pumpkin. If it's a tight squeeze, Brody, you the one dumbing. Please believe. She got a lover and a husband. She got a summons for sex in public and laugh, telling the story. She laughed from her stomach. I love it, covering her mouth, dainty like she in a painting daydream. Those nails raking, full moon. She came to me already wet with sex. Next day I slept head on the desk, dead tired. It's past fail on the test. Bite marks on the breast. I'm trying to guess if she taking me home or platonic hug and kiss to burn my cheek. All 8 stops on the ACE. I wanna lay together, pass the weed, tangle legs, arms, feet, tangle sheets, rings and bangles, whispered strangle me, big trees. We spoon in the canopy. I'm in her green room, candidly making small talk with the man. Her girlfriend's in the band and she's not a fan of me. I get it. It's only so many days in a week, weeknights in a month. Everyone trying to get next to the plug. She out all night and don't leave before dusk. Dark turtleneck on the basis and her husband keep his collar turned up. Ragged holes in my throat, but I love to see those lips shiny with blood. I'm a #1 fan. #1 fan like Misery and Misery love company. And with them, she never unaccompanied and she not going home in a pumpkin. If it's a tight squeeze, Brody, you the one dumbing, please believe. I re-up on bad dreams, bag up screens at 50 said I re-up on bad dreams, bag up screens at 50 said I re-up on bad dreams, bag up screens at 50 said I re-up on bad dreams, bag up screens at 50 said I re-up on bad dreams.
Damn. So if my understanding of Misery right now is it's a nigga rapping about being the side, right? But you have a view, and maybe this is side nigga language, or you know, the observer of what side niggas have to do. But you see when you're in that position, like somebody's coming to you for be it sexual gratification or they're stepping off their quote unquote societal pedestal to come down to the level of like where they shouldn't be, because they know their significant others won't look there, right? Like, you're not, what are you doing in the bad part of town, like, type shit. I'm falling off, but my point is, what I'm noticing is that he's speaking about being the observer to somebody else's life and how unhappy she must be. Like, she's got fake titties, right? So she's never really alone, right? Like, she's always got her man with her, technically, quote unquote, right? She's always got her man with her. She's this, like, assumingly good-looking woman. Her intentions are known off the jump, right? She comes to me already wet with sex, right? She's already approaching him with the idea of what it is that she wants from him, and you know, if you're I don't exactly understand who he is portraying in the. I'd have to listen to it again, but I don't understand who he is portraying in the story. But it's very clear that, like, he is portraying someone, at least to the least I can understand. He's portraying somebody that is on the observing level of being in secretly, like, the sneaky link, right? And I personally have my own opinion to say, like, well, when you are in a position to see yourself as someone's side, quote unquote, side piece, or like somebody's sneaky link or something, you have to understand, I feel like you have to understand where that person is meeting you. Meaning, well, if we're talking a sneaky link or something where there's already discretion that's involved, there needs to be a level of privacy, discretion. There is something there that is transactional, and most dudes who are on the line of transactional relationships are there for the pum. Let's be, like, I would say they're there for the pums. And if this is the case, well, then, if she's coming to you for that missing piece that she might not be finding at home, then this is the outcome. But we always see and hear about the dynamic from, like, the relationship being an affair and and this party's hurt and this party's hurt. We never really understand. We always see it as a moving, fully fledged dynamic. We hear stories about, like, what's that? There's this one Instagram meme that's like, yeah, real side nigga fact over here, like, or real side nigga lessons or something. And it's like, we never really hear a portrayal of how it goes on the other side. And again, this is on, like, this is on first intentional listen, and second, like, fully hearing it. I might just run it back because I really do like the song, but I really want to get to Corinthians. I'm super excited about this album. I really want to get to Corinthians. We already heard Bruiser Wolf. I think I think the next one is Waterproof Mascara.
I must be getting old or something.
Let's see if we got that one up.
Turn it up.
Alright. Get my free play right. I'm telling you, the hardest thing to really maintain.
Watch my mother cry from the top of the stairs, scared when it came through the walls. I covered my ears, half hoping you know who would die. Then he did. Surprise! Careful what you wish for, might just get that shit. Mom showed us where she kept the passports hid. The king's dead and your uncles are not our friends. How many times I gotta tell you kids, it's us in this room. That's it. Don't trust anyone. Don't trust anyone.
How many times have you heard
all
that?
you can do not to do it, like Sylvia Plath. My house full of gas, my kids cried and laughed right after. Psychopaths. I watched the slave cry for his master, waiting for him to break kayfabe, but the poor bastard just sat there, supper untouched. You can't make this shit up, but you welcome to try. I ain't gold, but niggas told me it wasn't a dry eye. We had me paralyzed, hit it again off automatic. We had me paralyzed, hit it again off automatic. Forging firewood with a baby crying in the forest. Don't you go looking for it. Just write how the white girl like her porridge. Get scalded, scoffing out the wrong place. Wake up, bitch, you in the wrong place. She sings for her, and she isn't here. She cries for herself, surprised at the question, like, who else deserved these tears? I know you wasn't thinking it was you. I know you wasn't thinking it was you.
Shabaka Hutchlings, DJ Haram. Yo,
Paralyzed.
is that who I think it is?
Again, off automatic.
DJ Haram sounds familiar. I'm not sure about Shabaka Hutchlings, but if that's what was their name? Oh, what was their name? They did the Pizza Hut Taco Bell. I'm at the Pizza Hut, I'm at the Taco Bell. I'm at the combination Pizza Hut Taco Bell. I'm assuming this person doesn't want to be keeper. Who's keeping keeper? Oh, I could have had. I should have just held them defensive. I already had them in position.
I know we weren't having this conversation the first time.
I didn't get but a little bit, but still dreamt. After I wake up again. It's not easy to bend time how I do it. I had the knack, I suppose, knee full of fluid. She had me running back X's and O's. She know what she doing. Daylight crack under curtains. We lay spooning, bodies wrapped up, cups swollen belly. A serpent moving counterclockwise. Counterclockwise. One city sleep, do-rag tied
you that
under
X
bears.
kick is the one.
Opens
It's
his
the one.
eyes, never the twain shall meet. I knew she was a pro, how she slid out the bed sheets. Grasping, gasping fish, I slide them into fresh grease. Spattering, sputtering epithets. I dance out and niggas reach like Sweet Pea giggling like it's sweet in the streets. Maybe it is, I just speak for me. Scalding water in the wash basin, fog the mirror, start my day, but the other place still feel realer. Turn the phrase just a bit, I got power steering. The woods gave way to a clearing where I knew they were waiting for my appearance with Nas ancient, faceless, but I know who they are.
This nigga is insane. Yo, if you're not listening, he's crazy with it, man.
That's because he was the only human being they had captured, the CIA had captured. He was also
Billy
the
is
only human being
nuts.
that they had available to torture.
The depth of that bar,
A
man.
fictitious person described previously as an Al-Qaeda resident leader and so on. Cable show and passed for 17 straight days. They cycled through each one of these techniques. We're giving permission to torture him, assuming these facts are true. Spaces. In fact, the detention ends and these locked together so they can't move.
CIA torturing techniques. Can't speak about Corinthians. That was counterclockwise, the last one we heard. This is Corinthians. This might also be produced by Alchemist too. Shit.
Hungry eyes in the mirror like Corinthians. Uncanny Valley AI hit him with the hezzy screaming, carry, my vision swims. Girlfriend, whenever you're around, your light dims. 2 cents. If it's on sight, say less. Where I see it, it ain't no past tense. Little kid, tiny desk, itty bitty violins, big head, blue lips. If you never came back from the dead, can't tell me shit. 12 billion USD hovering over the Gaza Strip. You don't wanna know what it costs to live, what it costs to hide behind eyelids. When your back turned, secret cannibals lick their lips, fingernails sharp. I snatch the lights out of cat so I can see in the dark, so I can see who you are. Pig in the rat, he put them both in the ark with the wink and the laugh.
LP produced this, man. I know what I'm hearing.
With a crescent, a veil of stars, pick up weaving through dead cars, surface to air, camouflage in the truck bed, on guard. Best believe them crackers won't make it to Mars. Mars, 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 Mars.
I ain't never asked to be here, so when I decide to leave, all them devils in the details rush to either side of me. Where we going all depends what I pretended I believe. When I find finally meet my maker, I have something up my sleeve. And I find out if the God above me bleed the same as me. Cause I'm tired of calling out for him and falling on my knees. And I'm never coming back from that, so don't wait up for me. You ain't gotta leave a light on, you ain't gotta hide a key. Well, I ain't been myself lately, least I ain't been under you. Who wasted all the time you had talking about what you about to do. When you finally knock on heaven's door, they ain't expecting you. And if you don't get the fuck off the stoop right now, they gonna shoot.
Yeah, that's LP.
Song, I sing it one more time on the day you're gone, and nobody gon' cry for you. Take what's yours, and I make it all mine till the money's so long, like it's saying bye-bye to you. Clip them wings, change the way time flies for you. 9 lifetimes, cast turn blind eyes to you.
Steal it from the punk, man. These guys don't know how to handle a ball. Yeah, that's right. Speed him out. Look at him. Foolish. Yeah. That's the one. The footies, bro. Come. Yeah. They're funny. Why did you... Flap. Flap! That song was great. Okay, so LP definitely produced that because he doesn't have a verse. You out there? All right. You must be out your goddamn mind. Flip! You know what I need to stop doing? I need to stop raising it up. Because that's giving them just giving too much leeway. Get out of his hands, brother. Yes, that's it. Slow it down a little bit on his ass.
Wind and roll, carnival glow behind us, pitchforks and
I need to start tapping. I'm always holding.
Gotta pop in and remind them. Dead zone daps at the merch table, vinyl signing, comatose reclaiming my time, and thank you for rewinding. In advance, Caliban on Caribbean island, barefoot in the water, eyeing that horizon in a b-boy stance. Their time is over. Everything is timing. Their time is over and they know it. That's why they wildin'. Right up until the last second, them idiots really thought I was just rhyming.
Defensive stance automatically makes you catch the ball just as long as you're standing in front of it.
I take a book for the trip, short or long. The stern words of dead revolutionaries who were wrong. The blurring word of all them centuries. I wonder where the time gone.
Let's call it 2. Come back tomorrow. Fresh and early. Gonna get some sleep. Eat some food. And I'll be back.
People make time for the things they really want.
If you tuned in, thank you. This album is sick. I'm gonna, you know, listen to it on my own a little bit, and I'm gonna come back with like talk about it. So, but I'm loving it so far. But okay. Before we go, we're going to take in this one track. It's called...
Today I watched a man die in a hole from the comfort of my home.
It's called All These Worlds Are Yours. I'm going to put on standby. We're just going to listen, you know? Just going to listen for a second. Also, I want to make sure that this dude is actually who I think he is. DJ Haram. I'm almost positive it's... I can't remember his name right now. It's killing me. Let's see. DJ Haram. Oh, no, it's not. No, it's not. Okay, well then who was I thinking of? Combination Pizza Hut, Taco Bell, Das Race, Heems. It's DJ Heems, not DJ Haram. No, that's wrong. That's super wrong. It's Heems. Heems. And who is the other person? I want to see. I thought we were getting a Das Racist thing. I'm like, Das Racist? I thought would have been sick, because I've never heard them. I never really heard Das Racist do anything serious, or at least not serious in the sense of like Shabak Hutchlings. Okay, saxophonist, jazz musician. Okay, okay. Yo, man, I love this side of rap. I really do. This is like the shit I craved when I was a kid. You know, my first taste of anything conscious ever was like Shad. He's a London rapper. I will always rate it. And when it comes to best Canadian rappers, I think I said this once before, but I'm gonna say it on wax if I ever have a conversation about rap with anybody. When Junos dropped, okay, we're gonna look at it from Come Up. The Junos hit. Drake was just starting out. He had done Still Fly with some nigga who I do not remember. And during that time, I believe it was either the Old Prince or TL TSOL LOST. Yeah. OST. TSOL, yeah. It was either the Old Prince or TSOL that was nominated for a Juno, and it was between Drake's first project and I believe either, if it was When This Is Over, that's a different story, because that's Shad's first EP, right? So if it was When This Is Over, and then I'm like, nah, you shouldn't have. I believe it was the Old Prince, but let me I have the computer. I'm sitting right here. Shad Juno nominations. His first one was for rap recording. Best rap album. He won it in 2008. Let's see here. Yes, for the Old Prince. Oh, he was a nominee. Right. I swear he won one, didn't he? Yeah, TSOL. There you go. Yeah, that's the one. It was TSOL. TSOL went up against Thank Me Later, okay? Shad's third studio album up against Drake's first. Now, obviously, the takeoff that Thank Me Later had was crazy, right? Let's see if I can find some credit here on it, just so we can get an idea of its impact as well. Yeah, it crushed. It was more. I believe that Thank Me Later was more of a global success, right? It had the groundwork of the internet. I believe he was still dibbling dabbling with mixtapes, and I think he did have another he had So Far Gone as well. He had So Far Gone before that. Yeah, so he was still in it, but this is his first studio release, right? I believe So Far Gone is the one with like Best I Ever Had, and yeah. Okay. So Drake's Thank Me Later project, bangers like Miss Me a Little When I'm Gone, up against TSOL. Let me tell you, TSOL has bangers. I'm gonna play one before I go. Just one. Let's see if it's on. Yeah, he better be. He fucking better be on here. I'd be pissed if he wasn't. He also has a latest release. We'll look at that later tomorrow. I want to take in a new music day because I love where rap is headed. I just saw that Earl and Mavi released Land Grab. Sounds great. Oh, let's see. TSOL. Most popular song on the album, Rose Garden, yes. Where's mine? Yeah, I Get It. Love Yeah, I Get It. Love the interlude Call Waiting. Listen. Some of these I can recite off my mind. A Good Name is... A lot of the songs on here are good, but it was a very flushed out, thought out project. Right? Dude, So back to my point, so we have clarification on what this was. Shad beat out Drake for... Keep in mind, I mean, okay, looking back, he did win So Far Gone, right? But if we're talking studio to studio, baby, we're locked in. When the transition hit to 2011, Thank Me Later was nominated, but it was TSOL, Shad, that took home the Juno nominee. We're talking Canadian rap. Okay. Yes, I'll totally give it to Drake. So much more global acclaim and respect for what he's done musically and for what he's done in terms of the culture and business of hip-hop. Yeah, he's done great. But I personally love the impact that Shad has left behind. I love the music he's left behind for us. He's still here. He's still making music. Let me not talk like that. God, knock on wood. But he's given us so much good music, and back to my original point, his conscious style of rap is what drew me in, right? I think the first song I ever heard from Shad was on Much Music, and it was the music video for The Old Prince Still Lives at Home. No, it was the music video for Rose Garden. It was the music video for Rose Garden on Much Music. And I was like, okay, this guy's sick. Like, backwards video, throwback to Far Side, loved it. But his wordplay was sick. Most of the rappers in the 2010s, 2011s, yeah, they had a certain cadence to them. I feel like we weren't in the triplets era yet. I don't believe we were in the triplets era yet. But we had a lot of backpackers. We had a lot of we had a lot of Dat Piffs. We had a lot of SoundClouds out. And Shad gave us a lot of storytelling and a lot of vulnerability in the way of like, I live at home still, not paying phone bills, high drawer rent. My mom makes most meals, so it's so ill. I don't need no skirl, only cash for gas when I borrow my folks' wheels. But you don't drive, whatever. I van dive, get a good bike though. Who I look like, that Vance guy? I ain't pushing no banana seed, looking like some 8-year-old kid on my grandma's street. You can go ahead and call me lazy. I just retired real young. Y'all call me Jay-Z. Like, it's very calm. It sounds jovial, right? He sounds like a guy that's smiling when he's rapping because he thinks he's he's funny as fuck. But then he takes a turn. Especially, I remember listening to TSO and be like, yo, this is like some positive ass rap. This is sick. Like, I can get behind this. I'm not saying that, like, I think 50 and them were still popping at the time. It was cool. I still like my gangster shit. I'm gonna put on some gangster shit nowadays. It's gonna be like maybe Cardi, or like the energy has to match the supposed or presupposed violence, right? Like the energy has to be there. I'm not gonna K-Flock, I'm not gonna top 5. I'm not gonna press a, you know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna Socrates, right? I'm gonna what's my one nigga? Ian. He's a downtown guy. And again, I heard about Shad, and then I heard about Ian. I can't remember his full name right now, but he has a I believe it's a outro on one of Shad's projects. Let me see if it's this one.
Yeah, beautiful, dangerous season, the fall of nerves from Claret. I hear, I do as
No,
they
it's
do,
not
and I
this one.
hate.
Let me see. I want to find the outro. He has an outro on one of Shad's projects. There it is. Yeah, Ian Kamau. Thank you, Kamau.
We spend our lives searching like scavengers, finding a way, understanding that light is a sign of the day. So we squint in the darkness in search of a glow, and falter in trying. In trials we grow. Our hearts, they seem broken. Our legs, they are weak. Our tongues are exhausted from trying to speak. 'Cause sometimes they listen, but often they don't. We easily help, but more often we won't. Because we've constructed the things that we want. Ghost our desires, desire to haunt. But our needs as below, so above.
Right.
What we all want should look a little more like love.
Right. And it's very, I can understand being, because I'm from the hood, right? I can understand being in the hood and wanting the environment to, your music to reflect your environment and wanting to sound, you know, your environment shapes you. I truly believe that. I just feel that there is room and there is growth. There is room for growth. I'm not saying that if you listen to Young Thug today, you're not growing up. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that I feel there's space for every avenue in hip hop. I feel like in rap, there is space for every technique, every cadence, from the little B's to the little peeps. Like, I feel like there's a place for everyone. However, if we are talking about the essence, the 5 pillars, right? The way that the MC art form is treated defines a lot about the circle or the tribe or the clique or the niggas that you hang out with. You know what I'm saying? Like, the MC who bumps on your speakers determines a lot about you. I can walk into a girl's room and hear Drake, SZA, Kehlani, name somebody, you know, and you will automatically understand something about that person. Maybe not everything, but you're gonna get an idea. Like, oh, this person's kind of, you know, they like their music poppy. Maybe they don't give much of a fuck about music. It's just like whatever's popular. Maybe somebody's listening to something, a deep cut, and you're like, oh shit, this person is like researching, like they're looking for shit. You can tell usually. But again, just to fall back on the point with Shad, yeah, I got a real good idea of what I wanted my rap music to sound like. And for a long time I couldn't really find that anywhere else. So I was up until I was in college, graduate college, I had shit on the brain. You know what I mean? Then I took on my own shit, and then I found out about people like this was also around the time when like OF, I believe, was kicking. Let me check Odd Future really quick. They were my ignorant shit, for real. Active from 2007. Yeah, so I was well aware of like Odd Future and them at the time too. 2010 was Radical. 2010 was also, I know there was more than that. There had to have been more than that. Oh, let's see here. Mellow Hype. A lot came out in, I'm trying to look for well, yeah, Nostalgia Ultra was there. Shine Cold Chain, 2012, but still around the era that I'm talking about. But yeah, they were on Odd Future number on the other side of what I was looking at. Still keeping my eyes over there. But then I noticed, you know, Earl Sweatshirt, was a member of Odd Future. he was also one of those cats that you heard and you were like, yeah, that's stand out. That's stand out. Like there is a space for whatever Earl is doing in hip hop. And it's palatable. And he got sent out to South Africa, or I'm gonna just say Africa. He got sent to Africa to live with, to go to a boarding school, all that kind of shit. Came back, and he gave us Chum, and then he gave us, was it Doris first? I think it was Doris first. He gave us Doris because Doris felt like it was still exiting. Doris felt like he was still exiting. Hold on a second. Apparently, I spelled Earl sweatshirt Earl shirt, so you know we're learning today. There we go. Studio album. That was 2013. Okay, yeah. So yeah, the timeline is connecting. So yeah, Doors came out, right? Huge. Earl came out. Earl was already out in 2010. It was a crazy project. It was your horror rap, as you could easily like cone it out into that area of like, you know, graphic lyrics and very, very like violent imagery in the lyrics, that kind of stuff. Not a lot of respect for women or other other people, but the energy was hype always. Then Doors dropped. Okay, I'm gonna do this because this is really, I'm loving this because I need to demonstrate this shit as it happened. Is this right? So he starts with this, right? Nice. You're like, okay. Damn.
Baby girl, what you wanna do?
When I heard this, I was like, I'm gonna have to sit through this, aren't I?
A new life.
I got nothing against SCA. That's Killer Flair. No, I got nothing against him. But I was like, what is this?
So we fed him hollows and got it popping.
Yep.
Fear and ego is the enemy. You ain't gotta pretend with me. I need the wool. I'ma skin the sheep and take the bull. Skin it to the meat. You full of shit. We in too deep. I do this. She knew the deep like 2 feet. Fled 2 times. She wanna kick it like Bruce Lee. Brought you in, I'll take you out. Ball like tendon, I wait it out. It's no work, we slang through droughts. The life for me, you just hanging out. Don't get comfortable and lay on the couch. I don't wanna see your ass laying down. Pop that pussy, twerk some. Cause most of these bitches work for nothing.
Okay.
Pay your dues.
So yeah, heard this and I was like, all right, buddy, what's going on? Earl comes in, gives us a beat, you know, he gives us his verse.
Best call the lawyers up, brother, broad area, know the squad loiterers, not with the grain in these bitch niggas' wishes, dealt with addiction, fell for the bitch with the pale but a skin who just packed up and dipped in the land of the rentless, stand with my chips in a stack and a grin, fuck 'em.
Easy work, light work, and I'm going, all right, I can see that there's a switch happening, and I wasn't sure where exactly he was taking us when he came back. I just knew that it was going to be personal, right? Like the cover looked crazy. We know Doris, I believe, is his late grandmother's name, if I'm not mistaken.
So depressed and sad all the time,
but
like
then
a little bitch.
This comes
What's
in.
the problem, man? Niggas want to hear you rap. Don't nobody care about
Then
how
this
you
comes
feel.
in.
We want raps, nigga. Raps.
Grandma's passing, but I'm too busy trying to get this fucking album cracking to see her, so I apologize in advance
if anything should happen.
And my priorities fucked up, I know it. I'm afraid I'm gonna blow it.
Bro, let me take this pick up of the stand. I don't think you're really hearing me. Forgive your ears. Listen to me. Relishing this anguish?
And I'm stressing over payment. So don't tell me that I made it.
Only relatively famous?
In the midst of a
Tornado, misfitted, I'm Clark Gable, I'm not Sable.
Abrasive as fucking they all hate me. I'm chuckling, cross-faded in public, heart racing till blood is lit.
Like you don't give a fuck again, right? Bro, what you need to understand, okay, is that rap had vulnerability, right? But not at this age. It took maturity. It took a level of like getting somewhere. I'm not saying that he hasn't been anywhere. Don't take me at that word. I'm saying that for our older generations, they had to like be through shit, go through shit. But when you get younger, you still go through shit. You still go through a lot. What you staring at? Block we be at. Beat that nigga. I'ma beat that nigga. Bleed that nigga. Listen. This is what he did. He gave us this. He dropped Chum to I'm gonna be real. He dropped Chum. This was first. This was the first thing you heard back from him. This is the first. If you were paying attention to Odd Future, all right, and you were paying attention to Earl and waiting for him to come back, when he came back, and I don't remember if OF Volume 1 dropped. He was at the end of Oldie, and we were all going nuts. But when Chum hit, I'll show you a role model. Pissing on somebody front lawn. How and when the fuck I missed Moderate? Tell me another rapper that's rapping like this at 2020 what? 2013? Tell me another one. I can tell you another one. I'm gonna point him out just real quick, just in case we forgot. Right? Let me find his So this is 2013, right? Going nuts. Oh my god. I'm not even playing some of the other bangers, right? I'm just showing you what I remember, how it unfolded. This is how it unfolded for me.
Time lapse, bars, rotten hearts, bottomless pit was mobbing deep as 96 havoc and prodigy did.
Right?
We with a potty mouth posse crashed the party and dip with all belongings to toss them out to the audience. Nothing was fucking awesome trying to make it from the bottom it is.
Time passed. I can't remember every step of this musical journey, but I'm taking you on mine, that's for sure. So we get here. Let me just make sure I got my order right, because there's an unfold, like it started in California. Well, it started in London, Ontario, moved to California with Earl and Loiter. Then we moved to, let's see here. I want to make sure I got my discography right. Let's see. Where is it? Yep. 2013. Yep. I don't know dates specifically, but we didn't go very far. At this point, I'm looking at music very seriously, because I'm noticing that the art form, especially when we pay attention to the lyrics, the art form is taking a new shape. I'm not saying that anyone isn't doing anything with flow or rhythm, but when we're talking about the words, the structure of words. We're getting a lot from new artists in 2013. I'm not going to go over the whole scope of people, but I will touch on one somebody because I didn't think it was going to hit me the way it did. But I will never forget walking into an HMV on a cold December and buying this album. And after doing a bunch of research and saying, okay, there's apparently an ARG, an alternate reality game happening. There's a script being released. There's a short film. There was a screenplay released and a short film called Clapping for the Wrong Reasons. And I heard 3005. I heard 3005 in December. Okay? I want you to listen. I heard this in December.
Okay, hold up, wait a
Are you
minute.
good?
All good just a week ago. Crew at my house and we
What do I do? I'm coming home from work, nigga. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm trying to figure it out. But this has me dancing on the bus like an idiot. Not actually. I played it at home. I played it in a car. I had a car. I drove around. You know, I was that. No, I was. But for real though, it had me going. 3005 had me going, and it was one of those things that kind of turned the art of music on its head. I'm not saying that this was revolutionary. I'm saying I never expect this from Donald Glover, from Childish Gambino, before he was doing Camp. There was one Bonfire, and then he had a sound kind of like developing into this with there's a song where he's on the bus, he's coming off the bus, and it's like summer camp is over and shit, and like people are still, and he's like, nah, it's done, you know, like the idea was still very present. So much so, rumored that Camp was like a prequel to Because the Internet. But Because the Internet was also a time that I was very much heavily on the internet. A lot of my friends were on the internet. A lot of my friends in real life were on the internet, and we all had the same internet friends. So it was a big community of people that would like come home from school, and we would get shiggy with this, you know. But anyways, there was room for this, and then I got the album, and I'm like, oh, I can't wait to put it in. I can't wait to hear what's gonna happen. Huh? Oh. 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 My brother in Christ. My brother in Christ. Now, I'll be first to, I went to a couple of Battle of the Bands, you know, I'm hip. I've been to some indie shows, you know, some under the bridge raves. I'm hip. But let me tell you something. I haven't moshed in a long, because the internet came out and Childish Gambino said, I'm gonna have a concert I'm gonna have a tour on this album. I moshed to this. Explain how? I couldn't explain how. I did. I fell on the floor. I got stomped out. One of my friends from high school, Nick, dragged me up from ground, like tall, dark-skinned. Man of the people, just yo. I was like, yo, brother, look at this shit. We were living. But as the album progressed, and as I was listening to it, I kept getting into the screenplay and how every song kind of like played into the screenplay.
Blow out world star before rap. You already know that. So fresh Prince, they are about to bring the show back. Listening to Kilo, we can cost a kilo.
Now I don't know if it was this album.
I'm about to bring the flow back.
Actually, it was this album. But yeah, I started to get in like, oh, this is Georgia? Damn. You know, I recognize most like Southern American music. I recognize like the Projects, Pats, and the, you know, this was out. This dropped in Georgia, so it's literally like the nerd. Excuse me, not to say, but it's like the kid with the glasses and the pocket protector got a hold of an MPC. You know what I mean? And he fucked it up. He fucked it up. Is what he did. So, like, this is my first example of what we were getting our heads into.
She more like evil when I'm looking in the mirror.
I'm just gonna get to the. There's a lot of great songs on Because of the Internet, and I urge anyone listening to check it out. Check it the fuck out. It's a great. If you can find the screenplay too, if you can find Clapping for the Wrong Reasons, give it a watch. A lot of effort went into the release of this album, and it paid off, I believe, in droves because I'm a fan. I went to his last tour in Toronto for his latest release, which is like a date that I'm not gonna remember to recite. But yeah, really good. And then the other one, Bando Stone, I don't think I heard that one or saw the movie either, so I got, you know, not really following that hard. But I digress. So, you know, Because the Internet, Doors, all these shits is bumping. At the same time, okay, I'm getting in touch with, I'm really getting into the roots now. There's a song on this album called The Worst Guys, right? And on that song, he features a dude called Chance the Rapper. And from 2013, I heard acid rap. I went looking for this nigga because I'm like, who is this whiny ass voice nigga? On the first time I heard Chance, forgive me by the way, but the first time I heard Chance, let me see if I can find the mixtape. I don't even think I can. I might have to YouTube it. I don't think it's on here. Childish. If I can find it on his page, then if the royalty or loyalty discog is here, then maybe. But if not, then tough cookies. Kauai, Stone Mountain Kauai, also great, also fucking amazing. Okay, so the loyalty mixtape isn't here. So, in between Because the Internet and Stone Mountain Kauai, or between Because the Internet and Awaken My Love, he dropped a mixtape called Royalty, which is basically where I believe either the character Childish Gambino or the character portrayed in screenplay, which I believe is called The Boy, either one of them has an entire, I believe it is Childish Gambino, and he has a mixtape done by DJ Draw. That's the entire concept of this is The Worst Guys, by the way. Oh no, this is Dial-Up, shit. But that's how The Worst Guys. It's the same chords. Where was I? Yes. Chance. Heard Chance. He released Royalty. I heard him on a song. I can't remember the name of it now, but it had a. I can like hear the beat in my head. I just. I wonder if I can find it. Ah, fuck it. I'm not gonna bother. Not gonna bother. But Royalty mixtape. It's out there. Heard Chance, and I was like, damn. There he is. There's the boy.
All she needed was some. All she needed was some.
Her chance went nuts. For some reason, the voice was appealing. I'm like, yo, this is a different type of inflection. Most people I listen to seem very straight voiced, like straight voiced, like very, you know, direct delivery, and not really using their voice as like or the inflection or the tone of their voice as what it is, right? I think because Chance has the voice that he was able to use his voice in a different way that sounded great. And Acid Rap is my first exposure to him. I can't remember what the first song was that I was exposed to from him, but I'm gonna go with popular tracks just to get the point out. No, I gotta Smoke Again, Chain Smoke. The whole thing is good. I'm gonna just touch the ending because let's just get to the conversation.
It's all good. Whatever. Like I can wait till my birthday.
Acid Rap. Chicago. Chicago.
I just wanted to say thank you.
Right.
For everything, for the
so far.
The computer.
All right. Hip hop has brought me from Ontario to LA to Georgia to Chicago. And this is beautiful, right? Now, Chance the Rapper, he was a part of a poetry group, or like an open mic poetry group. I don't really know what it's called right now, but he was a part of it, along with a few other artists. There was No Name, Gypsy. Let's them talk for a minute.
Everything's good. My manager backpack packed with packs of cigarillas and some fruit snacks and some killers. Phone numbers on speed dial, call them, say monkey gorillas.
Everything's good. Yeah.
I ain't really that good at
And that's
goodbye.
so. He came out with this, and I was again touched by the conscious awareness, the vulnerability. Before Acid Rap, he released a mixtape called 10 Day. The whole premise of 10 Day was that he went to college, got kicked out, I think it was a 10-day suspension, and he made 10 Day, and it was insane. Thirsty thieving.
Now I'm out working evenings, birthdays, even Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, weekends, rehearsing verses, murder and merging events.
Come on. It's just about flow and consistency. If you got a rhythm and go with it, that's it. So yes, Chicago rap or Chicago poetry troupe, and in that group was No Name Gypsy, Saba Pivot, Part Pivot Gang, and Mick Jenkins. I could be Vic Mensa as well. I'm not gonna forget Vic. And that group expanded, exploded, each in their own ways. No Name, very prolific when it comes to poetic writing. Her rhythm is her own. She sounds amazing on everything she does. There isn't a time when I've heard No Name rap that I haven't been like, oh. And her pro-blackness, it speaks volumes about herself. The way she's so well read. She's an active activist. She's out there physically, you know, and that's big props all the time. Saba, well spoken, very articulate writer. Like his attention to detail is also bar none. His own producer, right? Makes his own beats, but it's really his writing that drives you to listen to him more. He will take you on a journey. He really will. You could listen to my first exposure to Saba was on a Mick Jenkins. Mick Jenkins is the so Chance brought me Bino brought me to Chance, and Chance brought me to Vic, brought me to Mick, brought me to No Name, brought me to Saba. Chicago. It's Chicago, nigga. And let me tell you, the Chicago scene, when it comes to, I'm gonna just play Crossroads because it's gonna feature all of them. Let me see if I can find it here. That would be great, but I don't know if it's even, it's one of those tracks that are like SoundCloud tracks. Got a juke. You juking? Do you know how to juke? I'm trying to see if I can find hit that shit. If you're not hitting that shit yet, start hitting it now. Jesus. Well, in any case, right? I'm trying to find a good mix of them. Let's see if we can get some orange soda. Nope, we ain't doing that. We're on a journey right now. I cannot find orange soda from our brother Vic. Oh wait. This nigga get rid of it? Yo, Vic, what the fuck are you doing, bro? Vic, I'm trying to listen to your music, dog. Where is it? Nigga Dreams. Ty. Vino. I'm getting lost in the sauce here. Okay, anyways. So, Chance brought me to Vic, Mick, and all these other guys. And then there was a resurgence of Earl in 2015 with I Don't Like Shit, I Don't Go Outside. That was a change. I think that was thematically Earl's darkest project. That's probably his saddest work. Because it comes off disjointed. Disjointed in a way that makes it feel like it was written in depression. You start off the album with this. Still has that same sound, you know? Very
Foot and hand on the gates. We was jumping on fuck, I'm like quicksand in my ways. Was always stuck and I'm stuck it in and our ambulance came. The first time was Shane Fast through Los Angeles ways.
My bitch said the spliff take the soul from me.
And the click tight knit, it's like the low rugby. Beat the fucking beat up like it stole from me. You could talk to Clancy.
You need a feature show. Still with OF. Clancy was manager at the time.
Show money is early running with niggas who cold running shit. The wind's like lotion, he get it, we gon' rub it in. Critics pretend they get it, and bitches just don't fuck with him. I spent the day drinking and missing my grandmother. Just grab a glass.
Sometimes you need to get your grandmother in your bars, yo. Let grandma know you love her in your bars. That's some real shit. So yeah, I don't want to get too deep into just Earl, because there's a whole plethora, and I want to keep in mind, conscious hip hop, conscious rap, for me stemmed from Chet. I just have to call it glazing, call it dick riding, call it whatever you fucking want, dog. When it comes to finding an actual artist who devotes their time and effort to the craft of writing, to the and I don't mean like, it doesn't have to be poetically structured. It doesn't have to be open, honest, vulnerable, and rhyming, and connecting, like giving you like imagery. Because I find like a lot of rappers can tell you about how many bullets are in a magazine, but I can Google that shit. Why don't you tell me about how your hand was shaking, how the sweat was building up, their heart was racing, the tension? What is the reasons for you pulling the trigger on an op? What was the story? And don't just tell me he slid and so I slid back. I don't care. There's more to it. And if you can't be honest, and I'm this is a tirade here. If you can't be honest about the shit that hurts you, especially a place where you have the benefit and the opportunity and the luxury of making $1 from it, you're doing yourself a disservice. I will stand on a ledge and say that. I don't think it's the biggest hill to die on, but I'll die on it because I think that we have an opportunity, especially as Black people, to like really, especially as people who are fans of hip hop, more importantly, because it takes us all in. But I don't think you heard him. I was just in the living room. Doubt that they picking you.
Act like you don't know the name. Only time I mean when the choach is stanky. Listening to pre-get
throat while I lay switch.
Bitches by the 3 licking coke off the panky. The poster child, you
post to hate me.
Bold and wild, you broke and angry, my nigga. Name getting bigger than the difference between us niggas is fake. I limit the features I give them. Sweat, shirt. You know you famous when the niggas that's around you switch. And if they hated in the past the tips, and now they hound your dick, and you ain't asked for this. Now you surrounded with a gaggle of 100 fucking thousand kids who you can't get mad at when they want to pound and pick. Cause they the reason that the traffic on the browser.
Is it the reason why the traffic is fucked up? You know you famous when the niggas all around you switch. You didn't ask for this. Now you're surrounded by a gaggle of 100 fucking thousand kids who you can't get mad at when they want to pound and pick, cause they the reason why the traffic on the brown so thick. And they're the reason why the pockets in your trousers thick. I mean, it's, even though he's talking about simply topics that you may have talked about before, may have heard of before, it is the delivery in which those topics are given to you. He's saying, he starts off giving you, yo, listen, you know you're famous when the people in your life start changing on you. When the people around you that you thought were close to you, they're all going to start changing on you. And then he goes on to say, like, you didn't ask for that change. You may be frustrated that this is happening, but you didn't ask for that change. Goes on to say in the next line, and then you're surrounded by 100,000. Imagine being surrounded by 100,000 people right now who all want to talk to you. Pictures, hugs, daps. You can't be mad at them. They're there for you. And not only that, he draws the picture back. He draws the view back and he says, because they're the reason. Not only are they there for you, not seeing as how he's like passively like begrudging about being famous. Not only are they there for you, but they're the reason that traffic is stopped outside. And they're the reason that he's making money, or they're the reason that he's benefiting off of it. It's huge.
Shirt. You could tell the reaper I'ma meet him when he sent for me with a cleaver and a 30 and some twisted weed. I pick one and let the crimson lead, nigga.
This is in 2015. Okay? I'm not saying that there weren't better artists. I'm not saying that there weren't more developed artists in other genres or anything like that. I'm saying that in hip hop, we had a door open. And a lot of these niggas walked through. And it was amazing. Like, I'm still seeing the development of them. Like I said, New Mike and New Mavi. Mavi Earl opened my eyes. Akai Solo, Mike, Mavi, Sideshow. I already knew about Wiki and from Rat King and stuff like that, but New York, that renaissance that's happening in New York to this day is still happening, and it's a constant unfolding of new music. I'm not sure where Overcast is from, so I'm not going to lump him in there exactly, but the sampling, the way that Overcast flows, the way I would say mostly the way he does his drums, because Overcast does play his own drums, and then he'll sample if he wants to, but I've seen him, you know, I bought a couple of sample kits, but I've seen him actively play drums for his beats. So, you know, just having that little element of something like Mike is an amazing hip hop artist. He is, I think if I could sum up Mike in one word when it comes to hip hop, it's consistency. Because Mike will pick a flow for a quatrain, or for 8 bars, right? Or for 16 bars, and he'll give it to you for 16 of that, like, unbreakingly from that flow. And maybe in like a 4th bar to lead into the 5th bar, or like the 8th bar to lead into the 9th bar, he'll switch up how he's delivered. Like maybe he'll give you like a half beat of like pause, and then he'll come in with a full on running into the next bar line that will then continue on in that pattern, that new pattern that he's given us. But he is consistent in that delivery every single time. Go look at an album from Mike. I'm talking from War in My Pen all the way up to Disco. That's his movement, right? He'll never break. My understanding is he'll never break from a flow that he has found himself in, and I think that's a great skill to have, because a lot of artists, like when I write, I'm a Jackson Pollock. Lines are everywhere. I don't really have a measure or meter. I can understand because when I write a lot of freestyling off the head, and then I'll sit down and I'll kind of like measure where everything is in the sound, in the beat, and then I'm like, okay, and then I'll have my bars counted. I used to do the whole 1, 2, 3, 4, like write on a page 1 to 16 and then get it out. That's your first verse, you know. But now I've started to like kind of more free, especially because I was introduced to people like Akai Solo and Billy Woods and Elucid and Steel Tip Doves and name somebody from Backwood Studios. Being introduced to those artists showed me that it is very possible to write in a poetic format and still maintain the clarity of, like, as I understand it. Let's say, for example, Shakespeare, iambic pentameter. Human language has a natural flow of speech, right? We just heard Billy Woods, and he's the perfect example of what I mean, because when he puts his bars out, you hear that he's talking about, I'll give you an example with not Remorseless, Asylum. He has a song called Asylum on his 2022 album called Aethiopes. And it'll give you an example of what I'm talking about here.
I think Mengistu Haile Miriam is my neighbor. Whoever it is moved in and put
I just realized I'm dropping frames like a madman. Yo, what the hell's going on there? That's weird. Yeah, for some reason I just start to have like crazy, and it's just going up. It's just, that means this whole time I've been talking, it's been whacking out. Well, That's fine. Well, to sum it all up, yeah, get on your hip hop back. Don't stop listening to hip hop. Shit's only getting better from here, man. Aging like wine. It really is. And I'm gonna head here because I don't really understand why this is going nuts on the. Apparently I'm dropping more or my bitrate is going nuts. I think it might be the video, if I'm honest. Let me see if I turn it off. What happens then? Yeah, it was video. It was the video playing on the screen. It was the video playing on the screen. That's what happened. Fuck. Well, we'll have another conversation. We'll have a conversation another time. For now, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for listening. We'll get more into hip hop talks at the end of streams from now on, because I kind of like having a little discussion about like hip hop, maybe as it is or as it was or just hip hop. But we're gonna talk about it for sure. All right, y'all. Thank you very much.
Automated gate up.
This is Asylum by Lily Woods.
I think Mengistu Haile Miriam is my neighbor. Whoever it is moved in and put an automated gate up, repainted brick walls atop which now cameras rotated. By 8 the place dark, one light burned later, razor wire like a slinky. Rumor is Parson Bomb took the secretary right eye and pinky. Evenings he take a snifter of whiskey on the veranda, I wonder what he's thinking. In the morning the maid brings coffee from the kitchen. Some nice strange music plays, I lay in bed and listen. Downstairs I hear my mother breaking dishes, my father tripping. It's been quite bad lately, high tension, galvanized steel security fencing. To get through the day, give myself a mission. Anything will get me out the house a blessing. His bodyguard chews cat, spits black in the rhododendron. Blacked out range rumble when he start the engine.